I have started uploading this week's streams to YouTube, which unfortunately I'm having to do 15 minutes at a time. Um, Truthfully, it may be worth my while to start screen recording these because I to start screen recording these in addition to streaming them. Just start recording the Let's Plays and uploading them straight to YouTube because it's kind of time consuming to go through the process in Twitch of creating a highlight that's only 15 minutes long and then uploading it, assigning a description, so on and so forth. It's not my favorite thing ever. Okay, so we've got a 4-digit combo, and I don't think I've picked up any notes that say anything about no 4-digit combo. So let me go back to the case real fast. Let me just see if there's anything any important notes I've picked up that may be pertinent here. Let's see. Pretty sure that export system code, yeah, pretty sure we used that one. Bell's code. Yeah. I think all the locker codes are accounted for. I don't think it's any of those. All right. Let me see here. James is saying, the funniest thing is that you are much, much better than me at playing this game. I meant before I learned all the solutions, right? Well, thank you. That makes me feel good. Traumaza said, streaming something with Lauren would be fun. I agree with you. I'd really like to do that. We attempted to do that one time with freaking Splinter Cell, and it went so wrong that I ended up having to reinstall Windows on my computer. It was an absolute disaster, that particular episode. But I would like to do that again. I don't know what we'd play. I suppose if I bought Titanfall, might help. Ensure all valves are in correct position before activating lever. Alright, so at this point, I've got this thing, which I can't open. And then I've got that 4-digit code for the thing downstairs. So let me consult. What was that picture? What was that picture that I took earlier of the blacklight codes that were on that thing? Were those 4 digits? 031411511403. Let's go try those. I think maybe the one for the 400 0314. Let's try that. That seems a worthwhile enterprise. All right, here we go. 0 3 1 4.
Nothing seems to work. Wanting something so badly that nothing else matters.
Sweet. I'm assuming that these are the pistons that extend into the room upstairs, just above this. Alright, what do we got here? More tramming, nice lock gate. Here we go. Checking chat again. Sheldner says, Twitch allows you to upload an archive stream to YouTube, doesn't it? Yes, it does, Sheldner, but I have not been able to upload anything over 15 minutes to YouTube. So far, I've only had success uploading like about 15-minute clips, which obviously means I've got to like take my hour-plus long stream and chop it up into small little chunks and send it there 15 minutes at a time. Enough is enough. I have worked in this mine since I was a young lad, and I have never even thought of complaining about the work that I have been given through this company. Yet recently I don't think I can stand by and say nothing anymore. I'm talking about barefaced bullying in the mines. I don't like to name people in particular, but myself and my colleagues witnessed young Simon Shirox the other day have his pastry gobbled up by the warden just because he could, leaving the lad hungry. Now, I know he's your son, but this has gone too far. Good and honest workers are beginning to give up, to get demoralized. None of us want to see that happen. Oh, Farrell. That's kind of funny for me because one of my grandparents' last names was Farrell, and his grandparents' name was O'Farrell, and that grandparent is the person who came to the United States and is the reason that I'm an American citizen instead of a citizen of Ireland today. because of a guy named O'Farrell. All right. Let me just look around a little bit more. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. All right. MV says, if you use open broadcast software to stream, you can also record what you stream at the same time. I don't use OBS. I've used OBS in the past, but I'm currently using Shadowplay, the Shadowplay on my NVIDIA card. And I think that I actually can record at the same time. I think I can use the shadow recording mode to record and stream simultaneously. I've not tried it yet, but I think I can do that. So I may investigate doing that and just uploading straight from the PC to YouTube. I mean, either way is going to be time consuming. It's just a matter of, what will require more effort, I suppose. All right. So we've got two projector parts restored. Question I'm wondering about is this case that doesn't have a lock on it. Like, to me, this almost looks like there ought to be a 4-digit combo that attaches into that lock mechanism somehow, but I don't know. I don't really see. I'm not really seeing a lot of other opportunity for puzzle solving. It seems like there's just nothing else here that really demands it. So let me have one more look around down here. I guess I feel inherently like I'm missing something. Because there ought to be a third piece to this puzzle that there isn't. James, I see in chat where you said we should make this harder. I don't know if I necessarily want it harder. Some of them have been very difficult. I had a marathon session yesterday going through all the puzzles in the villages. Got all 5 projectors in one sitting. That was quite something.
So hard. Relax and give it time. Doctor's orders.
Okay. Alright, so I think that I need to... It would appear that there's some specific order to lock these down in. Let me run downstairs and look at the configuration down there and see if that yields any clues. Alright, so this is the one that... I think this is the one that's down. Alright, I'm not deriving any kind of pattern from this that makes sense. This is, let's see, I think the door's about right here, so when I would have come in, this is the one that I tried first, went down, came back up. This one is the one I pressed down and it stayed down. Alright, so I want to see what happens when okay, see how this has got this collar at the bottom, and this one doesn't. So I want to try pressing this one down. Let's see what happens if I do that, and then we'll check what happens when we press down one of the pistons that has the collar on it. Okay, checking chat here. MV says, James, I think the rest of the puzzle is hard enough. Solved it yesterday. Nice one. Sheldner says, where did the Viking connection start for Irish, Brit, or when did it start? It started with rape, Sheldner. It started with rape. It started with the puny Englishmen of the British Isles being ransacked, pillaged, murdered, and their women and children raped, and the men too. The Vikings routinely raped male adversaries. It was a way of showing domination over them. Yeah. So if the history about the Celts, the Celtic race, being like the bastard children of Viking invaders, if all that's true, then I guess the Vikings spawning the Celtic race, which gave birth to to the Irish people. Something like that. You know what? That was a lovely story and all, but now I've completely forgotten which one of these damn pistons I was meaning to press down. But anyway, something along those lines, Sheldoner. Okay, yeah, that one just to the left of the door. Here we go. This is one without a collar. Goes down, comes back up. Okay. Jim's saying, yeah, this is probably the hardest puzzle of them all. Wow, okay. That's not intimidating. So, press this one down, came back up, does not have the collar. However, the one right beside it has the collar. So let's go and, let me go shove that one down. Let's see what happens. Press it down. Comes back up. Alright, let me go see here. Did that change anything? Nope, that one still has a collar on it. Alright. Okay, let me cogitate on this a second. Wait a second. This one's reset. This one was down before. Let's see. Sheldon says, I know my ancestors were pretty brutal, my friend. Who are your ancestors? Where are you from? Are you from Norway, Sweden? Alright. So that one's down. No collar, just press down. I pressed this one down next. Didn't happen, and apparently one of those reset the whole sequence. Okay, so let's think about this. Sweden, yes, yes indeed. Your ancestors were very brutal, but you know what? All of our ancestors were very, very brutal because the world used to be an exceptionally brutal place. It used to not be a place where we actively tried to get along and to not engage in senseless warfare. And if I'm honest, we're still struggling with that. Some of us. I think that if nothing else, I think that the 20th century should have taught us that war is the most unproductive enterprise that the human race can be involved in. That's not to say that competition isn't good. The space race is a great example of how tension between the U.S. and the Soviet Union, our desire to be competitive and to beat the other one, led to amazing technological innovation and an astonishing achievement as a result. But I think we could have done without the whole Cold War spurning us on. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox for now. But yeah, brutal ancestors, but that's okay. Don't feel bad about it. Everybody's in the same boat on that one. The piston stays down. If it goes back up, it probably resets the system. I agree with you, Tralmaza. So I don't know. Just for the sake of experimenting, let me try this one. Yep, that definitely reset it. Okay, so let's start with this one again. I'm trying to decide have I come across a diagram? Have I seen any kind of diagram or signage or something like that here in the mine that might be a clue as to how this thing works? Wait a second. Was there a note here? I don't remember this. Attention all workers, a new rope bridge has been constructed in order to replace the bridge damaged in the skip crash. Call all workers. Please ensure that they take extra care when crossing the bridge. I'll be taking